Welcome to On Track with Vanessa Womack, where we bring to you topics about business, leadership, education, job creation, and other social issues. Now, today's topic is going to be one where I'm sure everybody's familiar with because you're watching YouTube, and it's social media. But before we get to that, I want to introduce or have my cohorts as co-hosts introduce themselves very quickly, starting with Sandra Bowling.
Hi, I am a founder of the Roving Assistant, and what I do is help people master their passion by offering services that kind of just cater to busy people who need to have a little bit more organization in their life.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Bennett. I'm a motivational speaker and author of The 7 Winning Ways to College Success, and I'm also a native Richmonder.
My name is Lanre Ajibala. I am an architect by training, a banker by practice, and
That's about it.
And he's a very knowledgeable young man.
All right.
And one of the reasons I included these very special people in my inaugural, broadcast of On Track on YouTube is because of what they bring to the table, their experiences and background, and just a vast amount of knowledge. And pertinent to our conversation about social media is Miss Social Media herself. We're going to talk about Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say just, with my business and helping everyone, that the most important thing is to have a plan. Like, know what you want the social media to do. Know what your activity that you're doing, what effect that is going to have on your specific audience. If you don't know, then it's going to be terrible to actually have an effective plan, because what's going to happen is that you're going to be chasing every trend. Oh, they said this was a good idea. Somebody said this was a good idea. Oh, I need to do this. And all of that takes time, and it takes, a commitment to it. So that would be my most important thing to tell any person when they're dealing with any of the social media. Know what you want to get from it. Otherwise, it doesn't have as much value. And that does take time. So everyone should take time to, do that.
Okay. All right.
I think with social media, depending on what your plan is, whether it's just if it's business or if it's personal, then there's a social media, if you will, platform, excuse me, that kind of goes along with that. And I've been working with Facebook for my business, and not to really push business in people's face, but to make connections. That's one of the ways that we connected was on a Facebook, and just by having, in the process of writing my book, I put the book cover up there. And just by having the book cover there and saying a few things, then people called and wanted me to speak and things about the book. So you don't have to be so pushy with it, but that's the platform I think that fits my personality now. And I think that's, depending on the way you use it, the one you work with the best. I think that's the way to go.
Okay. All right.
You make a very good point about social media, that it shouldn't be just a means to, okay, this is my business, this is what I do,
right,
and employ me, deal with it. It's about connecting and engaging, and connecting, because that is the way you can, because that's what people react to. People react to things that connect. I don't remember, I think it was the founder of Zappos who said he uses social media to inspire, connect, entertain, and educate.
Right.
So he has this ICEE thing that he does, and I think that's what it should be all about. It's about connecting and engaging people and enlightening them. So you see something that people might find inspiring, send it, oh yeah, this is there. But when you just say, oh, this is what I do now, oh, I have, this is here, come and buy this from me, it turns people off, because it gives it's kind of like the cyber version of the used car salesman. So you don't want to be that. You want to show that you can add value beyond the realm of this is what I do, just come and employ me. You need to be able to connect and engage people. Because even I've discovered that most of the time when I post something on like Facebook or Twitter, the things people react to are things that connect to them. So say a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King, like, oh wow, that resonates with people. So we have to find a way to resonate and connect with people, not just say, this is what I do, sell it. And another point is the connection aspect. And we also have to remember it's called social media. It's a medium. It's not a means to an end. So we should use it as that means.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I have used it in all of those venues. Very quickly as we wrap up, I don't want to run out of time. What are some social media you use that other people don't that has helped you in your business?
I would
I
say-
know that you said Facebook, but
Right.
is there anything else? But
I was going to say blogging. Blogging is a form, and you can use that in lots of different platforms. I guess
Okay.
the most prevalent one is WordPress.
Okay. All right.
Yes. I just use the ones that mainly, since I'm not what do you call it, a technical person, I use the ones that people use: Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Okay. And YouTube. You're going to be driving audiences to YouTube now.
All right.
Okay.
I think for me, I noticed that it seems younger people don't use LinkedIn as much as they ought to,
Mhm.
because it's a great connection. It's a great way to connect on a professional level. So I think more younger people, and I don't say that to discriminate by age or anything, but it's a mean. It shouldn't be all about the whole Facebook thing, but Facebook or Twitter thing. But LinkedIn is a valuable asset that can be maximized on such a big scale as well.
Right. And I've used all those, and even one thing that you had posted on LinkedIn, I said, oh man, I've got to get him on this one. It was connecting with him, getting some ideas or getting his perspective on a retail store somewhere in New York.
Okay.
And so that was a way to connect, but it also helped me to understand where some of his resources and how people think.
That's good.
Okay. So there you have it, social media, and believe me, we will talk about social media again. And I want to put in a plug for my book too. In case you didn't know, Paint the Sky Purple by Vanessa Womack. It's out there on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and e-readers. Is your book on an e-reader?
It's almost there.
All right, good, because that is definitely one of the things in the future. So just want to put that in there. But I also want to thank you again for being on track with Vanessa Womack. We've got a lot of energy here. So we hope that you'll come back and visit us on YouTube. Bye.